who is 87 years old, she can keep working from her hospital bed with all that resilience during the high-risk time of hospitalization during a pandemic. So in honor, we're doing a little action art. I'm going to flush my toilet. I'll be back in a minute. This is for Feight Ginsberg. No way. Can I hear you flushing? Is anyone else flushing? All right. All right. There we go. So let's get back to water closets. Rules apply. I'm about to play you a very short video, 2 minutes, called The Ballad of the New York Water Closet. And this is from a series about filming in small spaces while we're all in lockdown. The rules are: only shoot stuff in your water closet that is already there. High walls and hard to get places are more desirable. Use a tiny light and fall off standing on the toilet a few times trying to shoot it, and then create a performance about it. In my case, my water closet is a dusty holding bay full of my paintings and photos of days and people from a long time ago, so that I don't have to look at them too often, but I have my moments of nostalgia, and then I have my absolute moments of love and regret. If the sound messes up, we'll play this on Facebook afterwards. All right, so Jeremy, please, Ballad of the New York Water Closet.
Great.
When I look around, I see faces that love me for a minute. When I look around these walls, I see faces that love me for a minute, a minute or more, a month, a year, a decade, hell, who's keeping score? And it's so clear to me how your minute left an impression on my one right now. Yeah, it's so clear to me how your minute left an impression on my one right now.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you. Thank you. And hear it properly and see the image properly. All right, here we go. So I'm taking you on a little birthday ride. We have a very special DJ with us tonight. This is Cynthia, DJ Cherish the Love. Here she is DJing in New York. And she and I were going to go on a trip together. So Cynthia, this is for you. I promised you that we'd go to Fiji. We can't do it. All right? So then I promised you we would go to New Zealand. So there's New Zealand, because we can't get there. Then I promised you I'd take you to a nice country road, quiet road. We could watch a few cows and sheep in New Zealand. So there's another place for you. Then, because of that, I promised you I'd take you to Berlin. You have to stop and taking your clothing, all right? go clubbing, and ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the Bose professional, Food Networks, and more. She's also a music missionary that's worked in Ecuador and children's orphanages, and she's an artist and educator in New York City. Her biography is a mile long, but we're not allowed to read it all out tonight. So Cynthia, happy birthday. Take it away. We love you.
Oh, that was lovely. Oh my gosh. Tonight, this is a highlight of the week, of the year. Thank you again, Jeremy and Carrie and everyone who's putting on another amazing Thursday evening. Yeah, it's my birthday, and I got the blues. I got the birthday blues. About a week ago, a very dear friend of mine took her own life, and it's been there's no words. You know what I'm going to say. Just could not express myself in any other way except through music. She is the second beautiful sister of mine in this community who has done that, taken their lives in the last less than a year. And the only way I could really find some sort of way to cope is to do it through music. I tried to squeeze tears out of my face, and I could get the bare minimum. But when I sat in front of the piano, it just flowed, and I figured, I guess that's how I'm doing it. A few funny things happened in the week, like I had another Zoom meeting with clients, and yet again another person without pants on, accidentally getting up and no bottoms. So this is the third time. So if anyone on Zoom tonight has got no bottoms on, put them on just in case. So tonight I'm just going to share with you just a couple of tinklings and what had been coming out of me, something I'm just not working on. It just comes out. It's become my friend Aruziak's song for me. So when I think about her, I play it, and then I kind of just feel like that's how I'm metabolizing it. It's like a little bit of a lullaby. It's like a little bit of like a human music box, and this is it. Today is my birthday, and I want to go out, but we've got this virus going around. I'm freestyling this. When this is over, I wanna dance, and I don't even think I'm gonna put on pants. That's all I got. I mean, it is what it is. Happy birthday to me and everyone else whose birthday is today. Thank you again, PandemMic, for always just kind of giving us this space. I really needed it tonight. And this concretes like my whole idea of wanting to continue to do music with people who are in crisis and struggling and just needing it. So I invite everyone to throw ideas at me and, you know, pull some things together for the community and for just people in general, for people who are suffering, people who are in pain. Let's get through all of this together. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Jeremy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love a birthday improv. Awesome. And typically we have DJ Cherish the Love on her electric setup in her studio, but today we have you on an acoustic piano. Can you tell us where you're at?
Yes. I do live in the East Village, New York City. I have a studio in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania, and I'm in front of a lot of instruments, drums and pianos and nature. And I had gotten this place prior to my getting diagnosed with breast cancer 5 years ago, and ended up using it as a place of solitude and escape to heal. So coming up here, it feels like nothing, you know, has changed. Nothing's different in the world. But then I drive back to New York City and I get big reminder. Mm-hmm. So I get to come up here and just create and write and do all that. So yeah.
Super cool. Well, I'm glad
she did have a moose knocking at her, banging his horns against her door one day. Remember that, Cynthia?
a like 8-point deer.
Yeah.
You know, like buck. Sorry, not deer, buck.
Yeah.
Comes with the environment, huh?
Yeah, it actually knocked on her door, and she
knocked on my door.
Yeah, knocked on the door. It's looking for food.
Crazy. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you've got that space to go up there and create and hang out with the mooses. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing your birthday with us.
Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Cool. So once again, thank you everyone for listening in. That was DJ Cherish the Love, Cynthia Malloran. It's her birthday today, so send her some love on Facebook Live if you're listening in from there. But moving right along, we've got a friend of mine. I'm really happy to finally get her on the show. Her name is Carmi Harris. I'll give you a little introduction. Carmi is a singer-songwriter, actor, and model. She has performed in several musicals and plays, including Row, A Motown Christmas, Memphis, The Wiz, Beehive the Musical, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and more. She has also performed in several cabarets at venues including NYC Favorites, Feinstein's 54 Below, and Don't Tell Mama, and more. The vocalist, actor, and model has also appeared in several short films, commercials, and performances on national networks including PBS, BET, HSN, and more. In 2016, Carmi debuted her first self-written and co-produced solo show, Carmi's Playlist, at The Space at 2106. Her motto is to inspire, to share love, and to serve with love through storytelling. We dance though we are still. We are on fire though we do not burn. Rumi. You can stay connected with Carmi at her website, www.carmiharris.net, and on Instagram at Carmi_Harris. That's Harris with 2 R's. Take it away, Carrie. Carmi, oh my God.
Oh, wow. Okay. I totally forgot I sent you my bio and I wasn't expecting you to read it. Okay. All right. Well, I will sing this song first. First, happy birthday to DJ Cherish the Love. That was beautiful. So I have 2 songs, short songs. One I'm going to play, and it's called Naked by LMA, actually. And this is my first time performing it live. I've been working on different things during the pandemic, just being extra creative. So hopefully I don't have too much background noise. I'm in Harlem here. Take away the pictures, the tattoos, the sweatpants and Vans. Okay, I don't wear no makeup, no purse in my hands. My resting bitch face is mistaken for the mean girl. But what if I told you nothing that I want more in this world than somebody to love me naked? Someone who never asked for love, but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? Yeah, 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 naked. Yeah, 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 naked. Might be a bitch in the morning, but catch me at nighttime. Some of my friends think I'm moody, but I think I'm just fine. I could be pissed, but I act like I'm not. I really remember when I say I forgot. No matter how hard I try to run away from love, at the end of the night, I need somebody who loves me naked. Someone who never asks for love, but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? Yeah, 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 naked. Yeah, 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 naked. Thank you. That was that one. And then the next one is a song that I think is just very relevant to everybody. Thinks just what's going on, with the pandemic, like with DJ Cherish Love, her friends, with Ahmad, everything, is going on. This song has been one of my go-to songs to listen to and sing. It's an old one, but let me pull this up here. What the world needs now. Sorry. I'm gonna start that over. Totally, my track went out. Technical difficulties. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, just not for some, but for everyone. What we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to last, till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, just not for some, but for everyone. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Jeremy and Carrie, for what you're doing as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmi. Sounded great. I'm really happy with the way our sound is working out tonight for everybody. So knock on wood on that. But everybody's sounding really beautiful tonight. I'm really happy for all the musical shares we've got this evening. So super
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you so much, Kami. That was just gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
Jeremy, did we lose Sam?
Yeah, so we had two performers tonight. Sam Mills.
Do
Carrie,
we-
you wanna tell them about Sam? Old Sam? Maybe he's
Okay, so Sam is a poet who was recommended to me by a very well-known producer, and she said, you've got to have Sam on the show. Sam's brilliant. So Sam reached out, and I said, I need a bio, and I just need to know what you're doing. And he said, I'm 64.
period.
That's fine, mate. A bio? Zilch, nada. So I wrote back to him and I said, okay, well, in that case, do you want to do a haiku? He wrote back and said, sounds great. And then I wrote to Jeremy and said, so Jeremy, listen, Sam comes from that school of thought that just cannot be with all that stuff. So can we just let him roll as he is? He sent a headshot, but he didn't turn up. So Sam, if you're out there watching us, stand up now, wherever you are, and do your haiku. We're all listening. Everybody just, I think it's, what is it, 585 for a haiku? 585? 575? 575. Okay, so everybody, five syllables, 7-5. Let's go.
We'll write a haiku for Sam. Sam is...
We're doing a haiku for Sam. Yeah, so Sam, wherever you are, come back sometime.
Hey, next week, we're ready for your haiku.
We're ready for your haiku, Sam.
For real. You're a funny guy, but we really would love to have you if you're listening in. I hope you didn't have a technical difficulty that didn't allow you to come tonight, but we'd love to have you next time. We also had another performer. Their name was Marja Samson. They had anticipated doing a scene, I think, of their own writing. And also a very short, sweet, to the point bio. The bio I got from Marja Samson was from Amsterdam to from Amsterdam to New Amsterdam. That was the bio we got from Marja Samson. Wow, the eloquence and poetry tonight.
We know she's Dutch.
Right. There's
Yeah. We've got that much figured. Okay. So she speaks 7 languages. We can figure with that. Like, all right. Well, maybe she'll turn up next week as well.
Yeah, hopefully. So, but she did email me and say she had technical difficulties and couldn't figure out setting up and getting involved. So I think that was the issue. So hopefully, same for you, Marja. Next time, join us. So sooner than anticipated then, we'll hop right into our final act of the evening, which is a play of my own writing. It's called African Halloween Play. Tonight I've got a slew of actor friends involved. I'm super excited to bring together to share this piece with you with tonight. Their names are, and everyone, once I say your name, if you can give a wave, I'll say your name and can you introduce yourself and say who you're playing, just so everyone gets a sense of who you are. So tonight we've got Emma Claye.
Hi, sorry it's a little dark in here. My name is Emma Claye and I'm playing Amma.
Great. And we've got Mike, I've never said your last name out loud before, so I'm gonna try it. Michael Oloyede, right?
Oloyede.
Oloyede, great, okay.
Yes. Hello everyone, my name is Michael. I'm playing Prince.
Great. We've got Ian Coulter-Buford.
Hey everybody, I'm playing Lance.
Abena Mensah-Bonsu.
Hey everyone, I'm playing Pandora.
Kristina Auten.
Hi, I'm playing Sarah.
And I'm also joining in on the fun. Again, my name is Jeremy Feight. I'm one of the co-hosts of PandemMic, and I wrote this play, African Halloween Play. So tonight we're gonna take a pass at about the first 50 pages of the play. A majority of these pages are new. A lot of these actors have had a chance to hop on this play before, so we're all joining back in to explore it again together. Before we hop in, I also asked our friend Carmi Harris to jump in and read stage directions really last minute, so let's give a little ASL clap for Carmi. She's gonna improv some stage directions. So Carmi, we'll start on page 2. We'll skip the character descriptions and just jump right in at Act 1.
Okay, let's see. All right. Act 1, Scene 1. Darkness. The sound of an airplane arriving at Kotoko International Airport. As the airplane is landing, the hustle and bustle of the Accra streets can be heard, along with the characteristic Afro beats of the town trying to sing together. 3 different songs from 3 different shops on the same block playing in tandem. This, mixed with the sound of congestion, airport traffic, creates a kind of joyful chaos. A soft light slowly pours onto Prince as he plays a soulful tune on an old upright piano. He hums along. It is beautiful. This continues until he hits a broken key. He tries to play that line again, but is stopped again by the same broken key. A beat of disappointment as the chaos of street sounds rises. Then the sound stops as a spotlight abruptly interrupts and lands on Amma. Spots dance from character to character as they speak to us.
This is another story about American people, or a Brufo. This is another story about American people in Africa. This, however, will not be another story about white people having their way in my home. This time, I am going to have a voice.
I'm so freaking excited to be in Africa, baby. Woo! This is a story about how you'll never believe it, but I already got the cutest little tribal bracelet to take home to my hubby bubby from a homeless man outside the airport, giving back to the community before I even started work at the embassy. This is where I'm meant to be.
This is the story about how Sarah is a dumbass.
I don't like to use profanity, but Sarah is fucking stupid. If you don't mind, the story I would like to tell is about homosexuals. Is that okay? Is that okay in your country? Wow, I don't mean to thrust my opinion, but I'm curious as to how one would fit in one's anus.
Bitch, this white boy is so fine. This is a story about how I was fully prepared to be out here in Ghana hunting down the dark meat. But I'm telling you, when I saw him wearing that dashiki today, child, I never saw problematic be so sexy.
The dashikis have got to go. We don't wear dashikis. Only white people wear dashikis.
My story is I'm gay, but I don't tell anyone here because I read a newspaper headline here once that said a gay couple was found in some house, like touching penises, I think the headline said, and they like went to prison for life. And so when I read that, I decided to not be gay here. But Prince is sexy.
Prince is fine as a motherfucker. Far too fine for Sarah's Girl Scout ass. You know, I'm used to make fun of this chick, Wendy, from grad school because she did this 2-week study abroad course in Nigeria. And then when she got back, she told me she was getting married. I was like, to who? And she was like, to Chi-Chi. And I was like, the hell is Chi-Chi? Because it sounded like some kind of Pokemon or some shit. And then she was like, the love of my life. And I was like, Lord save us. Because you know these Nigerian boys be out here pretending they princes and shit and be emailing people's moms asking for money to bail their long lost uncles out of Saudi Arabian prisons. But bitch, when I tell you that these Ghanaian men are fine, you can drain this bank account and play me for a whole entire fool because I've already lost my damn mind.
So I've got something important to share, and I've been keeping it a secret for at least like 16 hours since I got off the plane, but I think I'm going to thank Amma and Prince, our house help, for all of the work that they're surely going to be doing, helping us with the house and stuff by throwing a Halloween party. It's about to be October, and they probably have never experienced a Halloween before because they live in Africa. And so I figured that while we're here and we Americans are missing the most exciting holiday of the year, that we might as well bring it with us and share it with our new African friends. Yay!
Thank God we're missing Halloween while we're here, bitch, because I'm telling you, if I see one more person out here dressed like Sexy Spice Girl from hell, I'm telling you what. But if I were to participate, you bet your ass I'd be Scary Spice.
Okay, enough.
The lights come up on everyone. They all stand at attention as they realize Amma isn't messing around. It's revealed that we are in the articulately tiled living space in a large white marble home. There is a spiral staircase up to the second floor in the corner, an archway to the kitchen in the back, tactily ornate yet clearly expensive white leather furniture fills the room. The walls are covered with a mixture of Monesque paintings of sprawling landscapes, a massive map of Africa, a portrait of a woman who is probably not a member of this family wearing traditional clothes, holding a djembe that says Akwaba welcome at the bottom, and an obnoxious assortment of awkward family portraits.
It's time we tell them what happened.
As the rest of the cast sets the stage to tell the story, Amma stands down center and speaks to us.
Every year since our father moved to the UK, a different group of Americans have come to stay with us while they work at the US Embassy. We run an international hostel right here in our home. It's almost like my parents never left because I'm always still being told to do things that don't seem to be my job.
Amma, did you finish washing my veil? I want to be pregnant with twins Instagram announcement Beyonce for Sarah's little Halloween thing.
Know about that? That's a secret.
Well, you've been blabbering about it since your Birkenstocks landed on African soil, girl. Don't be dumb.
Each year, the Americans come, they give their time, gifts, and experienced, all-knowing point of view to we poor Africans. Once they have developed the illusion for themselves that they have worked through their American guilt, they go on with their merry way, never realizing that they had taken more than they had given. But this particular group, they were different. They really succeeded in giving generously. Oh yes, they gave me a seriously generous headache.
Amma, are you finished? I want to talk to the Americans now.
Fine. Don't trust anything he says. He's, how do you say it, drank the Kool-Aid.
Prince takes the downstage spotlight as Amma joins the rest of the crew in setting up for the party. She goes to another room and brings back the basket of everyone's costumes and distributes them as the scene continues.
So, my favorite thing about Americans is that they are so very open with their private lives. In Ghana here, we had our problems and juicy secrets and put an unhumanly jolly smile to hide our feelings from the outside world, like this.
He does a big cheesy Prince smile for a beat. Make sure everyone has seen, then continues.
But Americans, on the other hand, in my experience, love to share their feelings, problems, and dirty secrets, especially with me.
So sometimes my fiance and I, we do role plays where his penis is bigger than it really is because he has a micro penis. But I've always wondered what bigger penises are like because my hubby bubby's is the only penis I've ever seen. But just for curiosity's sake, are yours actually bigger?
Prince, we're going to get it on before I've left this country. Nope, look me in the eyes. Get ready.
Has that white boy James said anything about me since I got here?
Sometimes I wonder what I'm really doing. Am I supposed to be here?
How do you mean? Like here in my vignette or here in Ghana?
Oh no, both. Today our group was assigned to hand out CDC materials at Coulter-Buford Hospital, and there were so many people everywhere just waiting to be seen by the doctors. And I'm thinking like, wow, there must just be this long wait because there are not enough doctors in Ghana or something. But then there's this lady there who I don't know how to say this appropriately, but she had no legs, and she had this little toddler, a girl that had legs, but both of them were I don't know, knotted together. So neither of them could walk. And when they had to move, the daughter would kind of baby monkey herself around the mother's back, and the mom would literally walk on her hands. And so she saw us handing out these wear condoms, don't die of AIDS flyers. And she did her hand walk over to us and asked us if we were from America. And I said, yes. And she asked me if I could help her to see the doctor. And so I'm thinking that she wanted money. And so I went on this rant about just being a lowly, starving artist who came to Ghana to find himself and give back and shit, like she even cared about my privileged ass story about having no money to spare. But anyway, I thought that's what she wanted. But then she was like, no, I don't need money. I just need you to be my sponsor. And so I was like, so money. But she was like, no, I just need you to tell the woman at the front that you're my sponsor. And since you're from America, she will let me see the doctor. So basically what she told me then was that all of the people who come up to the front desk and sign in to see the doctor with a white person get to skip the line and go to get their stomach virus treated or their concussion checked out or their daughter's legs untangled just because they what? Like know a white person. And then I was like, damn, this is just a big backwards game of power dynamics where my probably like great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's friend traveled to Africa and taught this lady's ancestral matriarch that having a white person around equates value and safety and prosperity. And then that same great-great-great-great-great-grandfather probably stole that person's gold and virginity and children and went back across the ocean to perpetuate hundreds of years of maltreatment of black humans across every continent on this planet. And now I'm here handing out flyers about HIV as if that's going to fix all of the perpetrations that my ancestors have committed. It's just, it's
complicated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy you can be open with me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for listening. Sorry if I'm taking up too much space right now. I feel stupid.
I like it if I could be your friend.
Yeah, I would like that too.
And by that, I mean, I hope I can also be open with you.
Yeah, Prince, of course.
Okay. This is a new way of being for me, but my first action within my new way of being open is to say that you are doing enough. Don't force it. Just be here. Ghana will love you if you really love us, Ghanaians. And love is about being selfless. And being selfless for you today maybe means not making it all about you.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Being open, like friends.
James' phone rings.
Yep, thanks. I'm going to get back to setting up.
Okay. See you soon. Bye.
James picks up his call and walks off stage.
Hey, sorry, I was talking to our host guy. We're setting up for this party we're having.
Prince watches James walk off.
James is nice. I like James. I like being friends with James.
Prince,
Amma?
hurry up and tell them what's happened or I'm taking the Americans back.
Okay. So, anyway, Sarah decided that we had never heard of Halloween before. So she wanted to thank us for what? I don't know, by throwing us a Halloween party.
What I wanted to thank them for was showing us around and helping us to live comfortably in this, frankly, chaotic world that we're staying in. We ride around in these rusty old buses, and if you try to take a taxi, the drivers just want to touch your hair. Yes, it's naturally this blonde, buddy. This hostel is a comfy little slice of home away from home, all thanks to our thoughtful little helpers.
I was sure the little helpers were a Christmas thing, but I went along with it.
Wait, hold up. Bitch, what are you wearing?
Sarah is wearing a tiger print bodysuit with chunky black platform boots, vampire teeth, complete with bloody face makeup, and a box braided wig.
It's my outfit for the party. I made us all Spice Girls costumes.
A Spice Girl from hell, they're called Cassidy, has followed us to the motherland.
And based on your accessory choices, I'm guessing you're Scary Spice.
Oh, yay, you got it. What gave it away?
Oh, hell no, I already claimed Scary Spice.
Scary Spice is the black one, right?
I'm literally the only one here that can handle playing Scary Spice, but I'm already prepped my veil for Prego Beyonce, so maybe you should just pivot from ebony pop stars into like slutty Fox News anchors.
I would be Scary Spice. Scary Spice is mine.
Well, damn, girl, okay.
Amma has a strong opinion about the Spice Girls. When we were young, my father relocated to the United Kingdom to become a pilot. He would remind us that he was doing okay by sending us boxes of gifts every month that it was possible. In Papa's final box, Amma received the Spice Girls' greatest hits album.
Prince, back to this story.
Oh, right. So anyway, African people generally do know about Halloween. However, I did not know what American people do at these Halloween parties except dress up like people that they wish they could be and get far too drunk for their own good. I wanted to be more prepared. I thought Sarah seemed to be the authority on this subject, but she freaks me out. So I decided to ask Pandora. Pandora, what will you be doing at Sarah's secret Halloween party?
Mostly dressing up like people that we wish we could be as rich as, and then getting far too drunk for our own good. I'm going as belly bump Beyonce. If you want to help me get ready, we can make a real baby together. It would be so much more authentic.
No, thank you.
Oh, also, Sarah said something about telling scary stories.
Ooh, okay. I think of something good to share. That sounds nice.
Everything sounds nice until Sarah gets her clammy paws on it.
Her hands aren't so clammy.
Oh, so you're familiar with the texture of Sarah's hands?
No, not familiar. I mean, I've touched them. Why have I touched them? I mean, I've shaken them before. Oh, yes. I was teaching her handshakes. But then she did ask me about the size of my genitals.
Let me find out Tommy Lauren got a hold of it first. Then I'm really going to beat some ass.
Got a hold of it? I don't understand.
Don't worry about it. Just know that you and I are definitely going to have a story to tell after that Halloween party this weekend.
Oh, okay. I can't wait, Pandora. Not only do Americans like to share their feelings, problems, and dirty secrets with me, but for some reason, it seems to me that most people's feelings, problems, and dirty secrets are genuinely about me.
I've noticed you and James have been spending a lot of time together lately, and don't tell anybody this, but when I first started working at the embassy with him, he and I had spent some quality time together, if you know what I mean. Okay, I mean, it wasn't that serious at the time, but I mean that we did get dinner together once, and I really think he might bat for my team, if you know what I mean. So if you could share anything from your little bro fest, that would be cool.
Prince, why would you tell the Americans about the accident?
You don't have to show it to me, but I think that would be a really nice favor after everything I've done for you all. I washed the dishes yesterday after Amma made dinner. I didn't have to do that. Plus, you know I won't tell anyone. I have a fiance.
So I'm sorry that I was making everything about me yesterday when I was talking about the no legs lady. But I guess what I was trying to express that I didn't know how to put into words was that I feel really open with you too. And I appreciate that.
That's nice.
And I'd like to thank you for everything you've done for us so far.
Oh, really? It's no problem. I mean, you are already paying us anyway.
James goes off stage and pushes on the upright piano from the top of the scene.
It's my mother's piano.
I heard you playing it the day I arrived, and I noticed that a few strings were broken. I don't know if you remember me telling you, but I studied piano in college. I mean, I dropped out early, but luckily I caught the part about how you fix these things. My grandma had one, and I fixed a few of her strings too. I mean, it might not be perfect, but it'll be better than...
Prince kisses James.
Better than before.
James' phone rings.
I have to take this.
No problem.
James picks up the call as he exits. Prince sits down at the piano and plays a little tune. A tear falls. Blackout. Scene 2. A spotlight on Amma, downstage center. She's carefree. She's a child. A Spice Girls track playing in the background. She dances along as she speaks.
This is a story about American people. In fact, in this story, I am an American person. Yes, I am an American businesswoman. Wow. Or a dog walker. Are you serious? In America, you can make a lot of money by walking with dogs. Wow. No, I know. In America, I will be a member of the Spice Girls. I know what you were thinking. You have to be in the UK to be a Spice Girl. But since my father is a pilot, he will fly me to the UK for my shows and then back to America for me to be an American. Can you guess my favorite Spice Girl? It's Scary Spice, of course. I know you are thinking that I am much too beautiful and intelligent to be Scary Spice, but as a matter of fact, my mother says that it is most intelligent to hide my beauty behind a snarl when amongst white people, because this way I will be safe from gentrification. No, fetishization. No, molestation, maybe. But my father says that these mean faces are imposed upon us by pop culture. He says that Black people in other countries are often arrested and kept in jail for making these faces. Can you imagine? I think my father is right. I will keep smiling and being beautiful. I will be a smiling, happy, most beautiful Scary Spice in America. Then I will have no fear of being arrested or molested. I told you, I am intelligent. America, that is where I'm meant to be.
The lights come up in a flash. The entire group is found bobbing for apples in the background out of a big plastic tub.
I will never go to America.
Amma, come and try it. It's mostly fun.
No, thank you. I prefer to maintain my dignity in front of our tenants. Prince, come help me pound the fufu.
Oh, but Amma, I was enjoying the apple bobbing.
Prince!
Okay.
Oh, hold your horses. We don't want you dripping apple water through Amma's house now.
Sarah grabs a towel and sensually dries off Prince's head and chest. She smirks at Pandora.
Besides, we'll have plenty more bobbing to do at the party. This was just practice.
She winks at him. Pandora fumes. James has an opinion. Lance notices James have an opinion.
Thank you, Sarah.
Prince is disappointed. He smiles to the group and follows Amma off stage.
Bobbing. That's what you're going to be doing.
Sorry?
You're going to have plenty more bobbing to do at that party.
Yes, we're practicing now, and then we're going to play for real at the party. Hands tied behind our backs and everything.
Oh, now you think you're going to tie my man up?
Your man? I wasn't aware that anybody here had a man to claim.
Really? That's weird, because as a matter of fact, about 10 minutes ago, you were telling stories about some pet named Lil Dick Fiance.
Now that's rather rude, and I'd appreciate if you would leave my hubby-bubby out of this.
Hubby-bubby. Everyone, do you hear this shit, Lance?
No way. Leave me out of this. You ladies can fight over the man-child all by your damn selves.
Man-child?
Child.
You heard me. I'm not getting involved. I got whiter fish to fry.
Oh, you nasty.
Unabashedly.
He is not my man-child, and he is not your man-child. Prince is not anyone's man-child. And frankly, I'm ashamed of both of you, based on the roles you play in the racial dynamics of this group, for partaking in jokes about the ownership of any other person's body. In Africa, no less.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Is this woman making a slavery reference?
That's enough. I'm making an important point about how I expect the two of you to behave in front of our lovely host.
Oh, expect.
Behave.
James' phone rings.
I've got to take this.
He dries himself off as he exits and answers the call. Sarah exits in a huff in the other direction. Lance and Pandora look at each other in disbelief as they continue to bob for apples. They're both surprisingly good at it. They address the audience together.
Okay, we've got to talk about this.
Did Margot Robbie just tell us to behave?
Who the hell is Margot Robbie?
The one that fucked Joker and beat up the other white lady when she didn't win her ice skating pageant?
All right. Good one, boo.
Thanks, Panda.
Don't call me that.
Okay. Try too hard.
Mm-hmm. You know, white people should not be allowed to be out here saying dumb shit. I tried to justify them being here, but the whole Halloween party thing, and now Sarah out here bagging my man, they got to go.
I mean, James is all right.
Well, you just trying to get his pasty dick in your mouth. He's a pussy. He had the opportunity to come get his friend while she was going off on me just now, but he ran away talking to his mommy for the fourth time today.
Do you think he's really talking? You think it's really his mom he's keep calling?
I mean, it's either his mama or his girlfriend, but he low-key seemed like he asexual to me.
I think he's sapiosexual.
Liz, what kind of intelligence have you heard come out that man's mouth since we got here?
He has some interesting opinions about sexual health policies. Well, actually,
Well, he's part of the problem. He's not speaking up when it matters, which in my mind equates to unaware, which means stupid, which means gotta go. They both do.
like you trying to take them out?
No, stop letting this Halloween shit get to your head. No more Halloween nonsense.
Oh, my bad. Then what do you mean?
Do you trust me?
I guess so.
Then meet me back here at midnight.
That sounds pretty Halloween.
11:45 then.
But if I'm catching a vibe that your hope is for it to be a secret thing while people are asleep, it should probably be later.
Make it 1:30. Damn. Now get away and let me talk to these people alone for a second.
Here we go. You're lucky it's not a school night. Pandora has lost her damn mind over some dick.
Lance exits the same direction as James.
Speak for yourself.
As she speaks to the audience, she gathers the apples that she and Lance had bobbed from the two. Oh gosh.
This is a story about how I knew someone a whole lot like Sarah once. The hair, the nose, the jeans that fit her just right. And she pretends like she doesn't know. In high school, I was a member of this historically all-female quiz team that would always take second at the Southeast Regional Conference because of two categories that would always whoop our asses. Sports, because we are a bunch of nerdy kids on a high school quiz team, and culture of the South, because it was not actually based on the culture of the South. These white men were out here writing questions that were exclusively about Africa. They would ask questions like, what was the name of famous African pop star Angelique Kidjo's debut album? Or what was the African country of Zimbabwe formerly named? Now, this is insensible beyond explanation, but the wildest part of this whole thing was that the quiz team coach decided that the most practical solution to this issue was to recruit the new kid who has just moved to our school district from Ghana. Initially, teenage me was pretty riled up over our coach just breaking that 10-year streak of having an all-female team by inviting some African booty scratcher to join, until I met Kwame. Kwame was tall, taller than me at least, and I towered over all the other girls on the team. And he had these wiry adolescent muscles running down his arms. I could see myself through the glow of his shiny-ass forehead. He said my name like it was something precious. Pandora. Kwame, he didn't know shit about sports, and he didn't know shit about the so-called culture of the South, but he sure knew how to make a little girl's belly fill up with butterflies. So, naturally, our team captain, Veronica, blonde, pointy elf, little nose, twang thing, like her grandfather invented the cotton gin, swooped him up first thing. I watched them flirt, and then I watched them make out in the van to our meets, and then I watched them change their relationship statuses on Facebook to in a relationship with motherfucking Veronica, and the only boy I ever loved, Kwame. She colonized my quiz team, and then she appropriated my man. But see, during that same year, I had started to put on a little like weight in the right places, and I noticed that one day when Veronica and Kwame were leaving practice hand in hand, or hands in buck pockets, Kwame snuck a peek at me on the way out of the classroom. So, the next day at practice, he even said, "Good evening," to me like my great uncle always does when he enters the room, which in that moment felt sort of like an old-timey August Wilson play, romantic, like, you know, like I made a whole story out of it. He'd be wearing a sleek brown suit with a pork pie hat. He'd meet me at the community hall on bingo night. I'd be wearing a floral print dress that he made me beautiful and frame my collarbones nicely. And he'd say, "Good evening," all sensually like Denzel. I run through that with my mind over and over. So I decided he must love me. I wrote him a letter about the August Wilson bingo story, and one night we were finally alone studying late for this meet in this old computer lab in the back of the school. I gave it to him. He held it up and he looked at it for a while, but he didn't open it. I was too excited about being alone with him to realize that that was weird. And I remembered and I asked, so what's your favorite part about the quiz team? And he didn't answer me. Well, not with words at least. And then he used those big wiry hands I love to reach around me and grab my behind like really hard, like kind of like it should have hurt, but I couldn't imagine that Kwame wanted it to feel that way. So I went with it. I went with the whole thing. So the next day at practice, it was back to normal, only not normal, only it didn't really feel like it had the day before. And all the girls was looking back at me during class and giggling. Only on this day, Veronica had my letter, her clammy little baby doll hands quoting it, while Kwame, they laughed. The only thing that was definitely the same was the way that Kwame snuck a peek at my body on the way out of the room at the end of the day. No more Veronicas. Sarah's gotta go.
Pandora towels herself off and walks off stage. As she does, lights come up on James on the phone.
I miss you so much. I'm glad we got to talk too. I love you. I'll see. I don't know if I can call when I wake up because of the time difference, but
Who are you talking to?
oh, I have to go. Yeah, it's fine. No, I'm fine. Yeah, no, I love you too. Bye.
Okay.
Hello, Lance. That was my mom.
Yeah, you love your mom a lot.
Yep, I do.
You told your mom you loved her twice in the last 15 seconds of your phone call.
She didn't hear me the first time.
You miss your mom so much.
I do. We hadn't talked in a few weeks.
But you said you called your mom like this morning.
No, I didn't.
No, I asked you if you wanted to help me hang up that weird talking witch thing that Sarah ordered in the foyer, and you said you couldn't because you had to call your mom.
Okay, but what does it matter who it was? You seem pretty worried about who I'm calling and why, but like, why?
Just wondering. So when are we going to hang out again?
We hang out at work.
Yes.
Yep.
But you know, like outside of work, like when we first got here and we went to the beach that night.
Yeah, that was nice, but you know, we're busy with this party and we're always all together here at the house anyway, and
You were gonna kiss me?
what?
That's why you don't want to go back, because you're afraid you'll do it?
No, I wasn't. I had a good time.
I can feel those things. It was definitely a kissy vibe.
I mean, I was drinking. I've heard it's a vibe I give off when I'm under the influence. Plus, I'm a Scorpio rising.
Sex vibes.
Sex.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, well, I have this work to do. I should probably...
Maybe you just need a little help.
No, thanks. It's just a little paperwork for next week's.
Lance kisses James a beat.
Anyway, Pandora's pissed that you didn't come get your girl when she was going off on us about how we should hush up and listen to Massa. So she's planning some sort of weird Halloween, send the white people back out of Africa plot tonight. So I just wanted to tell you so it wouldn't spook you, but maybe it would be fun if we would just like let it scare the shit out of Sarah a little bit. Or I mean, if you wanted to join in.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thanks for telling me.
Sure thing. See you later.
Okay, good night.
Nighty night.
Bye.
Bye.
What the fuck?
Another series of confessionals. Spots jump from character to character as they speak to us.
I'm super pumped for the party tomorrow. I'm just really, really hoping I can get some sleep. My hubby bubby is convinced that my sleepwalking gets worse when I'm real excited. One time on the week before our last bi-yearly trip to Disney World, he came home from his graveyard shift at work and found me panties down in the pool shed around back, and just craziness.
I'm in a classic case of the crazy American women are so love-struck that they miss entirely that I'm crushing on the white man. Honestly, I'm getting tired of going along with the madness. Amma tries to save me by using the old compound the fufu trick, but that can only last so long, especially considering that Amma does not know yet that I do not actually enjoy pounding the fufu.
It's time you know that this man and I definitely had a romantic evening on the beach a couple of weeks ago. He just doesn't want to admit it, but maybe not even to himself. But there was some serious high school elbow bumping going on. I'm letting him determine our pacing, though. I find the little game we're playing to be pretty exciting, to be honest.
Okay, so yes, I have a thing for black guys. And it tends to be the case that black men generally have a thing for me too, which is why this whole thing should not be so complicated. But there are pieces of this puzzle that I just don't have time to deal with, so I'm going to just... I think it has something to do with my vibe, you know? I'm just chill. And black guys like that sort of thing.
Scene 3. It's 1:30 a.m. Soft nighttime lights come up on the house, half decorated for the weekend's Halloween party. Goats can be heard doing goat things in the street outside of the open window. Perhaps some Afro beats playing at a bar in the distance. Throughout this scene, Pandora and Lance are preparing their Halloween surprise. Sarah can be seen sleepwalking around in her bedroom. Jay is awake on his laptop in the dark, and his prince is in the kitchen.
I love Americans. I love Americans because they love to play games. Some like to play games where they bob their head up and down, fetch things with their mouths. Some like to play games where they make innuendos regarding my penis that they don't think I get. And some like to play games where they act like they don't really know if they love someone, but deep down, they know very clearly how they feel, but are either too shy or indecisive to express it. I, on the other hand, do not understand the rules or purpose of any of these games. I prefer to live a life in much more direct manner. So I decided to go to James' room at 1:30 in the morning and ask him how it was that he was feeling when I kissed him.
As Prince is about to head towards James' room, Amma enters the kitchen in her night clothes.
Prince, who are you talking to?
The Americans.
They're not asleep?
The time difference.
Oh, right. Prince, give them a break. Too much America this, America that in this house. At nighttime when they're all asleep, let us remember we are still alive without their presence.
Are we?
Prince, enough of that.
They pay for our food.
Eh, small boy, I'm serious.
They give us our jobs.
I give them a place to live. They are in my home.
And we need the money they give us so we can stay in our home.
We have plenty of Papa's money waiting for us. Plenty of money.
Then why do we continue to invite them to stay?
Because you enjoy their company. And Mama passed the responsibility to us once they left for London.
Oh, Amma, you enjoy having them around as well. You may no longer want to admit it, but you love America.
Lies. My relationship with them is purely business.
Look, show them. Show them how you used to practice your American accent. How you used to think that the Spice Girls were from America and you were planning to fly there to join them.
I never believed they were from America. I had an elaborate plan to hijack their North American tour. It was foolproof.
Amma. Your little flaw. You want so desperately to be foolproof. You believe that you are the toughest of the gruffest. But even if these Americans are deceived, your baby brother still can see a smile behind those eyes. A smile that once would grow at the mention of America. Look, there they are. Maybe you should spend some time together.
Prince exits the kitchen towards James' room. Amma is left with the audience. It seems that she might share something with them then.
You heard me off to bed. We have a party tomorrow. We all need our rest.
Amma exits, grumbling about Americans as she goes. Lights come up on Pandora in white face and all white colonial getup.
Colonizers. That's what these white people are. a couple of ignorant ass. I paid for the plane ticket and hand out flyers, so now I belong here. Colonizers. I'm not gonna sit back and watch the other team bobbing for another beautiful black man. Not while I'm in the motherland. No, sir. Sarah's trifling. Her true intentions will be revealed, and that's all, period.
Lance enters.
Oh, Pandora, a nice costume. Damn, I should have thought of Slutty Captain Crunch. Everybody's gonna love it.
This isn't for Sarah's stupid party. We're gonna send her a little message from her colonizer ancestors. Now put yours on.
Pandora throws Lance in disguise. He begins.
Wow. Ghosts of colonizers past. The plot thickens.
No, Lance, no more of that Halloween nonsense.
I mean, I'm down with it, but this whole thing feels like a bunch of Halloween hijinks, if you ask me.
Don't say that word again.
Yeah, you're right. Hijinks doesn't really just give justice to the severity of the situation.
No, I mean Halloween, Lance. I'm tired of hearing about Halloween.
Do you think it's possible that you could be projecting some unresolved white people stuff on Sarah?
Watch it.
I mean, I'm into this. This is fun. And Sarah is ignorant as hell, but I feel like maybe a family meeting would be more effective.
Lance, they are not our family. Sarah and James do not belong here. If you want to talk about unresolved traumas, maybe we should have a group meeting about how you're obsessing over some bored white man that doesn't even have a penis.
He has a penis, Pandora.
My love, I've been around the block. If that man does have a penis, it's not one that you want to see. Now let me help you with this makeup. We got work to do.
Pandora helps Lance with his makeup. Lights come up on Prince as he knocks on James' bedroom door. James is still on his laptop working.
Can I enter?
I mean, it's your house.
So,
Yeah, come in.
oh, I thought you might be sleeping.
So you decided to knock on my bedroom door?
Yes, to test your slumber.
Good idea. Sit down.
Oh, okay. Right. Thank you. So, how was it for you?
How was what for me?
The secret kiss that was given to you.
I don't know what you mean.
The secret kiss that I gave to you, how are you feeling about it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, great. It was good. How about for you?
It was fine.
Just fine.
It was very nice.
Good. You do it again?
If there were consent this time around. Why are you always so awkward?
What do you mean?
I can feel your energy wanting to say something real, but usually the things that come out of your mouth are mostly or yes.
You told me not to make everything about myself. Been trying to censor that a bit.
No censorship needed. I'd like the opposite, actually. When I said that maybe you could make everything about yourself, I didn't mean you had to make everything about everyone else or everything about nothing. I meant, and what I mean is, I'd like it if you make our conversations about us.
Wow. That was smooth.
I've practiced.
Yeah. Smooth. And handsome. You're handsome. And smooth. Now I'm just talking all around myself. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Need to apologize, but you just say how you're feeling. We're open, remember?
James' phone rings. He contemplates answering it. He doesn't. Instead, he leans over and kisses Prince.
That's how I'm feeling.
Confusing, but all right.
Should we come back later? She seems busy.
No, the plan is foolproof. We've just got to follow through. You remember your lines?
Most of them.
Well, pull yourself together. I'll go first.
Wait.
What?
Maybe we should take a picture before we set up our makeup.
No, Lance, we gotta do this before she wakes up.
You look super fly in those britches.
Okay, fine, just one. No, make sure you catch the feather in my hat.
They're posing away. Flashes, then.
No more pictures.
She's awake. We gotta go.
My hubby bubby can never know what we do here.
Wait, no, she's dreaming. This is perfect. Come on.
Pandora enters Sarah's room. Lance follows.
She's about to have us white privileged all the way in Africa.
He will never know if you do exactly as I say.
Oh, Daddy, you know how I like you to talk to me.
Hey, Carmi, we're on 38.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sarah, do you want to hit that line again?
Sure. Oh, Daddy, you know how I like you to talk to me.
Pandora looks back at Lance like, what WTF, and waves to him to do something.
He's not your daddy. He's your great uncle's cousin.
And you brought a friend tonight, I see. Kinky.
That's enough of that. Have a seat on the bed and listen well.
Whatever you say, Uncle Mandingo.
Oh, hell no.
Just go with it.
As your ancestors, we want you to not make the same mistakes that we once made. We've come to find out that what the afterlife has in store for colonizers like ourselves. We want better for you.
Good cop, bad cop. I like it. Yeah, you scabby dog. Get your act together. Gather your things and get your ass back across the Atlantic.
Wait, are we British colonizers or pirates?
Wait, but Daddy, you're kicking me out? But you promised to take care of me. You told me you loved me a long time. You told me if I used my American salary to pay for your 3 sons' school fees and play with your whacker twice a week, that you'd use those big black muscles to protect me from my poor little heart, from my meanie fiance. He hasn't called me back in weeks, Daddy. He must have another woman that he loves more than me. He must be happy that I'm all the way out here in dusty old Africa. Happy that I have to eat mush for dinner every day. Well, I do it for good, Daddy. I help people. I gave up my cozy lifestyle and Netflix and for what? So that my hubby bubby would forget about me and leave me for the dogs?
She cries.
Well, technically they have Netflix here, and girl, I watched you order a pizza yesterday.
I won't go back on my promise, Sarah.
So you'll fuck me silly and make the pain go away?
Absolutely not. But I will protect you when you go back to America. I'll always be with you in your dreams. Africa doesn't need any more white people. Their men don't need your money. They've got beautiful wives to play with their diggerlings. The best way you could help this place would be to take yourself out of the equation. Let Africa heal from your people's transgressions naturally, without whiteness getting in the way. And once you've returned to your country, your hubby-bubby knows how you've decided to take the white booty out of this wild place and bring it home just for him. Imagine all of the dick you'll get then. How could he not decide to love you again?
You're right. You're a genius, Uncle Mandingo.
He is?
I know exactly what I have to do. My hubby-bubby always said it was a stupid idea to come to Africa. All of the AIDS and the children with machine guns and all. He said the only thing worthwhile here were the prostitutes and the big game hunting, and you could find those things right here at home. He would get so angry when I would try to preach my Save the Africans business to our friends. Heck, I even convinced our friend Richard from church to join the Peace Corps, and he went all the way to Tanzania. God.
So then you'd better pack your bags and we'll even buy you a plane ticket. I think there's a direct flight to JFK every morning.
I've got to convince James to leave as well. When hubby sees that I convinced a white man to come back with me, it'll be like Richard didn't die in that oil drilling protest. All debts will be repaid.
Oh, shit.
No, this is good. Yes, my little pretty. That sounds like an excellent idea. Clear your karma, girl. But this flight leaves at 8 a.m. sharp. You'd better convince him fast.
You're right. I'll scare him. I'll dress up like a colonial ancestor and scare the shit out of him. Do you have another one of those hats?
Pandora snatches Lance's hat off his head, revealing only a Brazilian wig, powdered white, in an attempt to make it look like a colonial-style powdered wig. She hands the hat to Sarah.
You're in luck.
The lights go down on Sarah's room. Lights come up on James and Prince, shirtless on James's bed. They've just done the do.
I mean, do we go as Barack and Joe Biden?
Now's not the time for a Biden reference, I'm afraid.
Harry and Hermione, she's black now.
And you're going to dress up like a woman. In Ghana.
Why not?
In front of your sister?
I'd do it.
If you say so. Seems a little risky. Gays are outside being beaten to death for holding hands, and you're in here planning couples costumes with an American guy. Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's what.
Why you like Americans so much.
Prince sucks his teeth.
I'm kidding. But it probably is what makes you feel so comfortable, having us around all the time and infecting you with liberalisms.
Look who's talking. You're not even out of the closet.
I'm out. I am. Not here, though. It's dangerous. Prince, it is. You should consider being a little more discreet about it.
Are you calling me flamboyant?
I'm just saying I knew you liked me from the day I got here.
Well, no one else did, apparently.
For real, though, how are you so comfortable with it all? Other dudes I've messed with have been all, if anyone asks, you're my brother. This one dude, when I got to his place over by the roundabout, by the market, he just pulled his pants down and laid on his back like Flat Stanley.
He's Flat Stanley.
It doesn't matter. I was so into it, and then he just laid there. It was pretty funny, actually. I was like, are you even into this?
So, you've really been enjoying Ghana?
I mean, you gotta give me a break. I hadn't felt a man's touch in like 4 months.
Tonight's my first time in 2 years.
Years?
Did I stutter?
Ooh. Okay, tough guy. Well, congratulations.
And people don't get beat up for holding hands. They get beat up for doing what we just did. In Ghana, a man can hold hands with another man in the streets. It's normal. It's a sign of friendship.
Okay, well, you know what I meant.
Are you excited for tomorrow's party?
Suppose so. I always dream up these elaborate costumes throughout the year, and then when it comes to the week of, I end up being too lazy to actually put them together. And then when Halloween weekend arrives and everyone I know is out partying, I decide last minute to go out, but I don't have a costume. The long story short, I always end up being the party pooper in jeans and a t-shirt while everyone else is all decked out in their sexy medical staff couples costumes.
I'm telling you, Obama and Biden would be a hit.
Yeah, we would get hit. Pandora would fuck us up for that.
It's nice. Halloween, yeah. You have a chance to be whoever you want to be. That's America. That's why I'm so drawn to America. Actually, I'm realizing that why I'm drawn towards America here in Africa. Sometimes you can be a real problem stealing our babies, our music, our resources.
Babies, though?
I'm serious. It's happening. But I enjoy that your people, most of your people, you come here to be what you want to be, to express your identity. That is what I want for Ghana. For us to give ourselves permission to be what we want to be, each of us as individuals, and even our whole country. There's too much status quo going on.
Whoa, you all seem pretty happy to me. Always cracking jokes, smiling, dancing. It's magical to me. People at home, even the ones who think they're breaking boundaries and doing the work, usually they're just setting up new limitations for us to exist within. America loves a system. We love to define things.
And Africans love to ignore things, turn a blind eye to things that can jump up and bite us, or even something or someone who might change our lives for the better. See, that is where the problem can come with Americans in Africa. Often we look at Americans as gods instead of human beings, and we look at ourselves as other than gods or less than gods. When we too are human beings.
Okay, enough with the parables. You think differently than a lot of them out there.
I don't want to hear about more of your conquest.
I mean, all of them. Ghanaian people in general. How did that happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're so aware. Why are you so open?
Well, for a start, I did have parents who do live in the UK. Also, we spent our whole lives living with different American people.
I get that, but Amma doesn't seem to be as understanding.
It's true. Amma, she inherited the sense of responsibility. Maintain your house, protect your family from Papa. You can say I was always more of a mother's boy. I learned to recognize the privileges that our situation entitled us to. The house, the parents with the money in the UK. I used to believe it was something to be ashamed of, to keep in check. Sexual exploration is a luxury in Africa. I felt conflicted. I once felt very strongly about another man, a Ghanaian man. He worked for our family. He tried to tell me that my parents would not accept us, but my papa used to say things about gays and the beatings and the jail time. He would laugh with his friends. He would pray with our pastor. I was afraid. Then, on the day my parents were leaving for the UK, my mother told me something strange. She said, "You're like me, Prince. Amma will maintain our family going ons and save us from financial destruction. But you are the light. Let yourself feel it." By that time, I knew what she meant. By the time I knew what she meant, it was too late. He was on the plane as well. To the UK, I mean.
Wow. Okay. So then he'll be coming back at some point too?
No. Don't worry, he won't be coming back. I won't see him anymore.
Well, it seems like you... I'm confused. So your mom knows you're gay?
Now, how about you, huh? Why are you fighting so hard to keep your little secret?
I mean, it's not a secret. It's just... I told you, I'm out at home. It's complicated.
But you're not out here at your safe embassy job in your fortress of homestay. Really, it's not so complicated in my eyes. I say you should just be open. I say we should just be open.
It's just... Okay, so... It's only fair, if we're going to keep doing this, that you know, at home, my situation is not as simple as you might think.
What are you saying?
It's just,
Lance barges into the bedroom. He's still in his disguise, but without his hat because Pandora has taken it for Sarah to use, and his white face has been almost entirely sweated off. The curls of his wig have fallen to look almost fiercely beautiful. Lance sees Prince and James half naked in the bed, entangled in each other's arms. When James notices Lance, he leaps out of bed and wraps himself in a sheet. Prince covers himself up, but is not nearly as concerned as James would like him to be.
Oh. Oh, okay.
We're making costumes for the party.
Yeah, no need to justify. I understand. Everybody wants the BBC.
Ooh, you're going as Storm.
Huh?
From the X-Men, right? Storm. I love her. With the lightning, everyone will love it.
I'll be going now.
Wait, Lance, we should talk about this.
I came in here to notify you that the sleepwalking Sarah is now in cahoots with Medora. They're both also dressed like ghosty slave drivers and planning to come in here and scare your ass back to the white man's land. I will not let them come in here because I am a decent human being, and I happen to be under the impression that I was the one pulling you out the closet. But it's clear to me that once again, that job has been taken by a man with a couple of extra inches all around and some footballs where the glitter should be. And that is fine. Everything is fine. You do you, boo. I'm going to make sure that your fellow Mandingo hunters don't come in this room and decapitate the both of you. Good eve. Enjoy your playtime.
Lights down on James' room as Lance exit into the hallway. Pandora and Sarah in their disguise at the ready.
Are we ready to scare this Polly-wanna-cracker back to the white man's land where he belongs?
First thing, I will not tell you two again that pirates are different than colonial conquestors. So take that fake ass hook off your hand. Secondly, do you think your hubby bubby would mind if you were escorted home by a funny little gay man? Because I think we should just call it a night and book ourselves a one-way trip back to Montana.
Montana?
Or wherever the hell she's from.
Ye shan't call me a landlubber. I claim the 7 seas as me home.
Okay, it's time to wake this one up. Hey, Regina George, wakey, wakey.
Lance, stop. We're not waking her up until she finishes the job.
Blar, I'm more of a Gretchen Wieners and you know it. To Davy Jones Locker with your...
No, I'm done with this. We're not going into that room. I already told him what he needed to hear. And it's not fair how we're using this poor woman to exercise your ego.
My ego?
Yes, Pandora. This isn't okay. Sarah is not our favorite person. That's okay. But I could name 10 more acceptable ways to deal with this situation than don distasteful party costumes and go playing spite the white people.
They started this. They shouldn't be here.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe we shouldn't be here either. I don't think it's the color of their skin that's the problem. I think deep down you feel that Sarah is here for the wrong intentions. But Pandora, what are your intentions for being here?
Sarah wakes up from her sleepwalking slumber.
Where am I? What are you two doing to me? Why am I covered in... Is this some sort of joke? Help! Help me!
Amma enters in her night robe, half asleep. James peeks his head out of his bedroom door, sees what's going down, and hides back inside.
Sarah, what is it? What's going on? Why are you three dressed like ghosts of colonizers past?
And now someone gets it.
They forced me into this offensive getup and dragged me out into the hall in the middle of my sleep.
Nobody forced you into anything. This was your idea.
I was probably sleepwalking. I can't be responsible for anything when that's happening. I was manipulated in a vulnerable state.
Of course. Once again, she can't be held responsible because of her state of vulnerability.
Yes, exactly. You're always attempting to get the better of me. But this has gone too far. All because you're jealous that Prince might just not be that into you. Have you ever thought about why? Have you ever wondered that maybe it's because of things like this? If Prince is even attracted to me, it's probably because I'm a polite young woman who exudes courtesy and family values. Maybe he doesn't want to be with a woman who doesn't treat others right, or herself for that matter. Maybe he can see right through into some imaginary future with you where he realizes he doesn't want to be scolded and spited and left alone with a baby.
Excuse me? What are you even talking about? Do you really think that you can speak to people this way?
Pandora, please, lower your voice.
Lower my voice? No way. I'm not just gonna let this woman come to Africa pretending like she's here to help people when all she seems to be interested in is looking for black dick and making slick little bigoted remarks for sport. I'm tired of being tasked with being the only black human in this space that will consider questioning how ridiculous it is that they get away with this shit.
That is enough. You can disgrace yourself all you please in your own country or in your own home or in your own conversations, but in my father's house, you will be respectful of other people.
Are you not listening to what she is saying? What have they done to you to make you people so blind? Won't your parents be brokenhearted if they come home and find out that this is how you've been allowing your own people to be treated?
What do you know of my people? You are not my people, and you know nothing about my family. I won't hear any more of this. Go to your rooms.
Pandora storms off in tears.
Oh, I am so sorry. You do not deserve to be treated like
all of you.
Sarah and Lance gather the pieces of costume that have fallen to the floor during the scuffle. They exit to their rooms.
Awesome. Cool, that's it. That's the excerpt we've got this evening.
Congrats, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Wow, wow. There's just so much more to it. I was in on the first one as doing the stage directions, and Jeremy, it's developed so much. It's just.
Thank you.
I was like, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it's turning into something. I'm pretty...
Like, have you written the rest of it? Have you written the end yet? Wow, guys, seriously. Oh my God, the tension. It's so palpable. The tension is so palpable, and the timing, and whew, yeah, great stuff. You just sit there screaming, but in that really great way, because you're like screaming through every possible interaction that you can come across, and how we're approaching these really, really tricky subjects, and just oh my God, it was so good. I feel so honored to have been part of it tonight, in the background, just sitting there going, absorbing this. And I just got to say, Abena, the way you can cast accents. I mean, I can do one lousy accent, New Zealand accent. I mean, you took me out. Yeah, you just took me out. I was like, oh my gosh, you can do every freaking accent in the world.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll shut up. Just James, phenomenal. Great writing, man. And you all, I can't wait to come and see. Well, we'll do the rest of it on PandemMic, and then you'll put the whole thing on, right?
That's right, next time.
5A.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all exquisite. You're all exquisite. You're just all exquisite.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really honored to have everyone that read on it tonight. So thank you so much
Oh, wow.
for joining us again on this play and on PandemMic. I want to give one more shout out to everybody that performed tonight. I'll start from the top. First of all, we shared a video of Carrie Bean's making. Carrie shared the Ballad of the New York Water Closet. Super excited to start that series off with you, Carrie. Carrie, give them a wave so everybody who doesn't know you remembers your Carrie. There's Carrie Bean.
Small spaces. Film something in really small spaces. Yeah. You can't put anything in there. It's got to be already there. Okay.
Next, we had Cynthia Malloran, DJ Cherish the Love.
Where's our girl gone? There
I
she.
think it's her birthday, so
It's her birthday. She's out. She's out at the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quarantine party.
That's her in the photo behind me, so I'm representing her.
Great.
Okay.
Then we had Carmi Harris. Carmi shared some song selections with us tonight and killed it with the sound. We were happy that worked out for you, Carmi. Thanks for joining us tonight. Give them a wave so we know who Carmi is again. There we go. And then lastly, we shared an excerpt of my play, African Halloween Play, and that was read by Emma Claye, Jeremy Feight, Michael Oloyede, Abena Mensah-Bonsu, and Ian Coulter-Buford, Kristina Auten, and with stage directions again by Carmi Harris.
And author Jeremy Feight. Let's big double hand to Jeremy for writing that, and like I said, developing it further, because this is the third reading of this play that I've witnessed, and yeah, great work, Jeremy. Wow. Thank you everybody for the honor of being part of that one tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're all sublime.
So tonight we did hang over a little bit because of some tech issues.
A little bit. We hung over an hour. Everybody else has gone to bed. It's just
Well,
us.
Yeah, unless there's anything super pressing that any of the performers want to share or say, I'd love to get to that. But I think maybe we hold Q&A and let everybody release for bed tonight. So if anybody has anything to share, anything you want to cross-pollinate.
Unmute those mics now. Let's get like an orchestra going. Everybody unmute your mic.
Feel free, even if it's unrelated to the PandemMic, if you got anything on your heart, up to you.
Thank you for the space to play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
thanks
for
this
getting me
day.
out of my creative funk.
Yes.
First thing I've done in 2 months. So thank you.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
thanks for the invite.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah,
Everyone.
thank you. You guys are great.
Thanks. Well, again, everyone.
We're just a sloppy conduit, but we're trying. You know what I mean?
We're trying it out.
And let's be honest, I wasn't late to the show. We technically couldn't get me on.
Yeah, we
I'm a Virgo. Jeremy's a Virgo. We're both anal. We're on time. We just couldn't get my thing. So.
made it work though.
Yeah, we made it work. But PandemMic is all about the chaos that we're meant to experience or deal with during the pandemic. So we're getting plenty of that. I just hope you all come back to us with your inquiries, monologues. Just please register with us. You've got the address. You're all in pandemmiclive@gmail.com. But Jeremy, we've sort of agreed we're going to keep doing this in some form or another as this whole COVID-19 situation changes. We're going to move with it. So there's time and there's a place, and just it's so important that your voices, all of our voices, intermingle, and our work keeps coming out of us while we're shut into our rooms.
That's right.
So please, and it can be anything. I mean, God, I fill my toilet, please.
Yeah, let your friends know. Anybody that you feel needs a space like this, we're really excited about broadening the community. So let's start performers, and anybody listening on Facebook Live, hit us up. We'd be interested to see your work. So, all right, everyone. Thanks again for.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah, let's get a picture. Who wants to take it and
I don't know, how do we do it?
tag it? Okay, I'll do it.
Who's gonna do it? I wasn't really volunteering.
Right. There we go. 1, 2. Awesome. Cool. Thanks so much again, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Have a good night. You guys are hilarious.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.